Once again, the title made you click on the video. Anyways, I do hate cancers. I hate them more than I hate Virgos. And I mean that. I always say that it matters your full zodiac birth chart, but it's different with cancers. Cancers are that one sign you just want to fucking kill. I'm sorry, it's too abrupt. They're that one sign you just want to. Oh, they're that sign that gets someone to kill themselves, probably. They're that one sign that makes you feel bad for them all the time. They're that one sign that manipulates you using your emotions. Um, when I say that, I mean they make you feel bad. If you have a little bit of cancer in your zodiac chart, because some people can have no cancer at all, which sounds funny, but if some people can have no cancer in the zodiac birth chart, and I can admit, I do that shit. Why do you think I don't like other cancers? Because they do that shit to me and I can notice it. As a kid, I did it as a kid. But I can point out when I see a cancer. I mean, when I meet one, I can know that they're a cancer. How? Because cancers are incredibly good at either being or like a cancer can, let's see, my friend just died, but I'm coping with it and I'm getting through it. Oh, you poor, poor thing. Oh, no, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. That's a cancer. Feel bad for me. I'm going through so much. You know, in high school, I think I did that the most. But then after I stopped doing it as much, and then when I needed it, I would use it, but I don't use it as much anymore. Um, I have one one Cancer in my zodiac chart. I'm a Gemini cusp of a Cancer Gemini. Um, but when I meet older Geminis that are older than me, not Geminis, Cancers, they just fucking drive me over the edge. Here's what Cancers will do. They'll either do something to fuck with you, to make you either emotionally mad or hurt your feelings, or they'll make you feel bad for them. They're literally the worst sign in the zodiac besides Virgo. A Cancer would so match with a Virgo. It's just the two least liked signs by me. I don't like those signs. We were at a restaurant once, and this waitress walked up to us, and she was like, "Hi, it's so nice to see you." And I'm like, "So, are you a Cancer by any chance?" And she's like, "How did you know that?" And I'm like, "I just guessed." That's what I said. Because you feel really awkward when you want to explain to them the bad things about the signs, and then it gets awkward, so you just don't. But yeah, if someone ever just walks, like, is trying to get something from you, and they're being all yippity yippity happy, or if they're trying to get something from you and they're being all, oh, feel bad for me, they're a Cancer. No fucking doubt they're a Cancer. People say that zodiac signs don't matter. They fucking matter. There's so much undoubtable truth of zodiac signs matching with people that you can't say it's not true. Like Tauruses will just be complete skeptics about everything. They'll say that's not true, that's not right, And Tauruses are stubborn. That proves it right there. Geminis are brainiacs. I'm a Gemini. It, it's like a huge amount of evidence. And to the people who say it's not true, they just have never looked into it or bothered to. So yeah, Cancers are my least liked sign. Uh, Aries, I can be friends with Aries. They can just get on my nerves sometimes. Scorpio, I can listen to Scorpios very well, and they will tell me some weird shit. But I can be friends with Scorpios. Weird fact. I don't befriend my signs. I don't befriend Geminis. I hate Geminis. They bother the fuck out of me. But this weekend, my grandma's cousin, she's a Gemini. And the only reason I got along with her really well is because I established rapport with her. I learned from my mistakes before with another, my mom's boyfriend, who also was a Gemini. I learned from my mistakes. When you are dealing with an older Gemini in a conversation, they will always try to cut you off and talk more than you. So what you do, here's good advice. Take this from me. You listen to them and just let them talk. You shake your head. You say, yeah, as if you understand what they're saying. And I understood everything she was saying. I actually liked talking to her. My grandma's cousin was cool. I learned a lot from her, actually. Um, she did tell me a lot of things I already did know. But one thing you do with a Gemini you don't do is you never tell a Gemini, I already knew that. Never do that. Do not say that to a Gemini. Don't ever say that to a Gemini, regardless of their age. Don't do it. That's advice coming from a Gemini. It pisses Geminis off when you tell them, I already knew that. It blows their fucking minds when you do that. That's probably their like one anger trigger. Neglecting them and saying, I already knew that. It will drive them crazy. Um, yeah. Nothing more to say about cancers except they're going to try to manipulate you. They will manipulate you. See, this is why I fucking hate my grandma's dog. I hate it. Because it's a cancer. How do I know that? My grandma knows her birthday. So the dog my grandma spoils will purposely walk behind you. This dog is like the biggest cancer I've ever met in my life. People who say dogs can't have zodiac signs are fucking stupid because everyone has a fucking birthday. Anything that's born into this world has a birthday. It has emotions. Just because it's an animal doesn't mean it doesn't have emotions. So anyways, this dog will walk right behind you and stand there until you turn around, trip over her, and then my grandma will be like, you're abusing her. And then she'll run over to my grandma and put her head down as if she was just beaten. Yeah. Yeah. That is the most narcissistic animal I have ever met in my life. Another thing she does is you'll be walking, she'll walk in your walkway, and then she'll run and fall over in a dramatic fashion. And then Grandma will come in and say, "Are you hurting the dog?" And then she'll run over past Grandma and hide and then start shaking as if I just beat the shit out of her. So eventually, I've just decided when she starts shaking, I throw her outside because I'm like, fuck you. You're a little manipulative prick. My dog, my dog, mine, the one I raised, I took him on walks. I told him he couldn't do things when he was doing bad things. I played with him all the time. My good dog that I loved and raised. He lives with my mom. My dog is a Pisces. And he is the most, he's the smartest, and I know he's got some cancer in him. He is the smartest dog in the world. When you give him too much, this is how I know he's part cancer. When you give him too much empathy, he'll start automatic crying. He knows how to do this. He can automatic cry. If I ever have kids that are cancers, I'm not going to fall for their shit. They can pretend to be. See, women just fall for this. It's too easy for them. Like, kids can just fuck with them too easily. They just fall for the sad puppy dog, feel bad for me kind of thing that kids put on. When my dog wants something or he's trying to get away with something, he can fake cry. He can make a tear come out of his eye and his eyes water. He can make that happen. And I'm like, you dog. And you know what I'll do? I'll go, oh, you poor baby. And I'll do a little like dap on the side of his head. I'll be like, I know you're tricking me. And he'll like go, he'll turn his head like all disappointed. Because he'll want like treats or something when he didn't do anything. So he's smart. Kids, dogs, everything is smart. You have to know when something's screwing you. You can't constantly just, how do I say this? Say, oh, poor baby, or else that little fucker's going to become a manipulative prick its whole life that wants attention all the time, that seeks prize, that uses people. And that's exactly what my grandma's dog is. Because it's spoiled, it gets to come inside while the other dogs have to sleep in the cold. And it can get away with anything. Just by us walking, we get in trouble. But I don't really get in trouble because I could give a shit if she says, you're abusing the dog. Because I know I'm not, so it doesn't really matter. It's just irritating. One last thing. My mom dated a cancer, and he was a cancer, as in he was cancer to me. He was the worst possible person. Have you ever met one of those people that you just try to talk to, but they're just total dicks to you, like right away? They have no human connection. They just will kind of insult you in a passive aggressive manner. Like you'll say, "Oh, that's the new computer. I heard those were good." Yeah, but you don't have one, so you can't try it out. It's your mom's computer. That kind of prick. Cancer. They fuck with your emotions. Whenever you meet someone who's trying to fuck with your emotions, ask if they're a Gemini or a Cancer. Because Geminis, and I can say this, are all about learning and communication, how the human mind works. they want to see how to tweak humans, see how they work. That's how Geminis think. So when a Gemini and a Cancer are mixed, that's just fire right there. Um, yeah. And funny thing is, I get along with my rival sign the most. I get this year I've met 4 Pisces that I really get along with super well. Just connect to, you know, dating and being friends with, two different things, two completely different things. Uh, it's funny. My 3 Mexican friends at the gym are all Sagittariuses. I'm not kidding. All 3 of them. I won't say his name, but he's my favorite one. The other one's name, I won't say his name, but he's white and he's a Capricorn. And there's another one and he's a Gemini Taurus. He's a Gemini Taurus. I think. I don't know. My hair's growing too much, so I have to pat it down with my hood. Mm, tired. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't date a Cancer. Just like Taurus, the only sign that's meant to be with Taurus is a Taurus. The only sign that's meant to be with a Cancer is a Cancer. Or Scorpio. I always, since last year, I thought, why do we mix and match our earth signs? Why not everyone just, kind of like the show Avatar, people with that were earthbenders were having sex with people that were firebenders? Why not just a Gemini have kids with a Gemini and a Leo have kids with a Leo? And I'll tell you why that doesn't work. Because everyone's zodiac chart is entirely different. No one person having the 2 same sun signs is the same person. Everyone is different. It's just that having Cancer. Why would you name a sign Cancer? Probably because it is a Cancer. My uncle is a Cancer, Darren, and he's a dick. Yeah, he is not nice to me. I can say he's a dick because every time I see him, he does the dickish thing to me. When I was at his house last time, I think it was Christmas, I was bouncing a ball. He caught it midair and threw it into a hoop, which I almost couldn't reach. Just cause he's a prick. Just cause he wants to do that. Other time, I think it was Christmas before that, I was playing with one of his kids and we were having fun and he tripped me on purpose. Just to be a dick. Because you're a dick. And you know you're a dick. That's what I mean with Cancers. They are Cancers. They will try to fuck with your emotions and then make you feel bad for them. The one thing I cannot stand in any relationship that I'm in, it's someone who tries to make me feel guilty for something I didn't do. If you ever do that and I'm in a relationship with you, I will fucking break up with you the first time you do it. I'm not going to stay in a relationship that gives me stress. Everyone thinks that you're supposed to just argue back and forth and that builds up the relationship. You can have a relationship without constantly arguing with the other person. That just shows you got the wrong person and you're tolerating them and you've just gotten used to them. So you're just tolerating them more and you're used to being with them. You don't actually like them. You're just used to being near them. And you're worried not having them anymore because you're so used to having them. If I could have any zodiac sign as my girlfriend, it would either be a Capricorn or a Libra. My grandma is the perfect description of what happens if you mix two me signs together, an Aries and a Cancer. What happens if you mix an Aries and a Cancer together, you ask? You do anything in your power to revert the attention to yourself. My grandma goes to funerals of people she doesn't know, and then she tells people about it, even though she didn't know the person. And she acts so sad about it. Like, oh yeah, he'll be greatly missed. Yeah, but you didn't know the person. You never talked to the person. You were never friends with the person. You're just using them. You're using a dead person to have a conversation. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's why I can never date an Aries. Because Aries fucking love themselves. Wanna know why I like Leos the most? No, listen. The reason I love Leos the most out of every sign is because they're a pact kind of sign. They like people that are in their pact. They like friends, close friends only. I like that. They like people. They have a connection. Like they can be hard on you, but they love certain people. That's why I love Leos. They're the perfect mix of rude, funny, loving, caring, and emotional. Leos are perfect. And yes, they sometimes like being self-absorbed a little, but listen to them, just hear them out, listen to what they have to say, like anyone. I love Leos. I've only had Leo guy friends. I've never actually had a Leo friend that is a girl. The only Leo friend that I've met that is a girl is not a friend, is my sister. And that's not a very great thing. My older sister is all of my signs, but rearranged on different planets, which is really weird. We have almost the same signs, just on different planets. She has one different sign, and that's Sagittarius. Which Sagittarius are known to live in their own world. They say opposites attract, and I think it's partly true because me and my sister, my older sister, are way too much alike. We just nod at each other. Yeah, like I said, it's funny. I am a Leo, but my rising sign is Leo. As to where my sister's sun sign is Leo, and my sister's rising sign is Gemini, and my sun sign is Gemini. They're switched. The only difference is the moon sign. My moon sign is Aquarius. My sister's moon sign is Sagittarius. I'm Aquarius. She's Sagittarius for moon. Probably why she likes poetry and being dramatic and this video has gone way too long.